Good morning, everybody! It's Vex Gaming here, and today we are live with the new Destiny 2 stuff. They're currently doing their whole reveal stuff. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Hopefully, the properties, everything good. USB conservative mic, everything good. Everything good. How's everything? Everything good. Everything good. Excuse me. Let me check my audio. Okay, everything is good. Everything is good. How is everybody? Alright, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do, because it's, we're getting Renegades Drop, which is a Star Wars theme, DLC, and Ashen Iron Remage update happens at 1 o'clock, with, it's like an hour and 15-ish minutes from now, but, we're going to enjoy it a lot, I think, because it is going back to the Plaguelands, and there's a new exotic mission, and all that jazz. Oh god, I just dropped all my cards. So there's a lot of new cool things happening. Lots of cool new things happening in Destiny. 2 new exotics. One may or may not be an axe, a battle axe. That's what they showed in the trailer, and DMG and Bungie have been like kind of playing games with us, telling us, is it or is it not a relic, or is it an exotic weapon? I'm hoping it's an exotic weapon, because I would really, really much appreciate a battle axe exotic for the game, because we need more things besides like glaze and swords. But there's also a new crossbow, which looks pretty good. There's also a new exotic mission, which may or may not include the battle axe or the exotic pulse. We're not sure how many new exotics. They did say 2 are redacted, but they may be hiding a 3rd bonus one on us. I'd be okay if they're hiding a bonus exotic, because I really do want as much exotics that I can farm for, especially if they're craftable exotics, because the more the merrier. That's what I always like to believe. There's also a lot of new, like, just weapons in general. Like, there's a new submachine gun, there's 2 new PvP weapons, there's a new Iron Banner weapons, there's some reprise weapons, there's a lot of reworks to Stern and Mida Multi-Tool. There is a lot of new things going on in Destiny, a lot of new builds that we can work on. I will be playing a Warlock today for the Ashen Iron stuff. I'm still trying to flesh out my Poison build. I still have one more mission to go on the campaign for my Warlock, but we will not be playing that today, I don't believe. But there's a lot of cool things going on in Destiny, and you can ride a brig now, like in the new seasonal activity, which is permanent stay. It's free to play with a new reward pass, which may have an exotic on it too. I'm not sure, because that's why I said we might be getting multiple exotics. We might be getting one from the event itself. We might be getting one from the well, we'll be getting one from the exotic mission. They're also going to be called an exotic mission, and we might be getting one from the reward pass, if they give it or not. There's also a lot of new changes coming to Destiny, like you can go back to prior season passes and claim stuff with a new like currency called Chronologs, which I did miss a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of seasons purchased. It allows you to get stuff that you haven't yet unlocked through those passes, which is beautiful, because there's a lot of armor sets that I would love to have, just do not have the time to get them, or I forgot to claim them. Some ships and stuff too that I want to get, some sparrows I want to get. There's a lot of stuff, and after I get everything I want from it, there is another thing you can get from the from those passes, and that is currencies. There's a lot of craftable weapons that I need to use those harmonizers on to get their recipes for, and I'm hoping to have enough to be able to get a few weapons that I want, that I need for my build. There is also a few new events coming out soon. Then we have the Halloween event, which hopefully it's really good. I'm hoping it's different than the Dawning. I just don't want all the events to be kind of like do this playlist, get it dropped, go bring the drop. I like that they add the modifiers to spice up the event, but it'd be cool to have dedicated dedicated modes for this thing, like they did with Solstice, because they had the PvP mode, but I like PvE mode this time. There is going to be a new thing called Dungeon Lairs. Dungeon Lairs looks pretty cool. They're taking encounters from dungeons and chopping them up and putting them in Pinnacle Ops, where you can choose to get the old loot, or you can actually seek out and get the new portal loot, which is pretty good. Why is it saying my stream went down on here? I have the apps for the Stream Deck app thingy here, just so if I need to do a quick edit while I'm in a raid or something, that it's up here and it works perfectly. Just making sure it's working. There we go. That is good. But yeah, there's a lot of cool shit happening in Destiny. I'm very much excited for what is going to be announced, especially with the DLC stuff. I'm hoping that there are catalysts for these new weapons that make them absolutely broken, because what is great in Destiny, there's periods where weapons are absolutely busted when they come out, and that is the enjoyable bits of new exotics. That's what keeps people wanting to use them after fact, even when they get nerfed. There's a lot of nerfs that are in the patch notes that are probably going to be leaving some people upset. Honestly, none of them really affect things I run, besides Grammaton's Spike, or whatever it's called. I really like that weapon, but it's getting nerfed. Not too bad. I still need to get the exotic catalysts for those. I still need to play some Destiny Rising to get some stuff done. Destiny Rising is having a raid race on the 23rd. I'm not sure if I'll be participating, but I'd love to participate. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff in Destiny going on right now. It's a good time to be a Destiny player right now, and I'm very excited for what's going to go on. This is going to, hopefully it's enough content to keep me busy up until the Black Ops beta, when the Black Ops beta account is going to be for about 2 weeks almost. Because it's a weekend day break thing. So I'm hoping that will keep me in time until the Halloween event in Destiny, and then hopefully the Halloween event allows me to carry forward the game. Hopefully things are scheduled enough to keep me engaged with the game, because Destiny Rising has 2 new characters coming up, and I'm really excited to see those 2 new characters in Destiny Rising. I do hope within these streams they do announce some Destiny Rising stuff. I know this is done by Bungie, but when they do the events, I hope they bring some of the NetEase people on to do some reveals and information about these things. We have, what time is it? It is 11:52. We have about 7 minutes, right? 7 minutes? 7 minutes. 8 minutes? 8 minutes. 7 minutes now, because it took that long. If you haven't seen, there is an Ash and Iron YouTube video. If we go to YouTube, and we do Ash and Iron, there's a after these, I want the Destiny trailer. There's a trailer. I'll mute this. This is the Destiny 2 trailer. The armor car looks man.
We're sending you in to investigate and take action.
It's clearly Maya Sundovich is in control here.
To the next assault point.
200. But yeah, it looks really cool. Dungeon Lairs, a Pinnacle Ops activity. There's 3 at launch of the free DLC content. I do hope they add more throughout the weeks, because I would like to have a little bit more variety. There's also Warsat Heist, which looks really cool. It's we have a lot of Warmind stuff. I love the Warmind. See, this is what I'm confused about. It leaves a thing on the ground. Is this an exotic itself? Let me actually slow this down. We're gonna go play speed, and we're going to go here. Because clearly, it might be a new grenade launcher type, but this happens. These people jump. He shoots the ground, and it has like this cool explosion. I'm not sure if that is a void a void thing, what do you call it, aerial denial frame, or if it's a exotic grenade launcher or shotgun. It looks very shotgun-like.
Make every shot count, my friend.
So this looks like a new rocket assisted fire, and then they switch to stern, which has a new rework. So it says focus weapons, so I'm sure there might be a new way to focus on weapons. This is the new crossbow that we are assuming that might be an exotic if it isn't the axe. You could ride a brig. So this is what. So a lot of people are hoping this is an exotic. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a relic. Bungie doesn't like giving us things like this as exotic. We thought the same thing when the Scythe was out. But they are emphasizing the axe a lot. Like, this person has a scout, this person has the new aggressive frame submachine gun, and this person has the axe. So it might just be a thing. We don't know. It could also be a skin. It could also just be a skin. I'm very excited to see what they're going to announce. I'm very excited to see. So far, HFA has been a wonderful year, besides, you know, obviously campaign struggles with certain exotics. Necrotic Grips, I'm staring right at you, because I can't fucking manage Bark with Necrotic Grips. It pisses me off. Well, you can, it's just, you can't see. So you have to keep taking off that exotic and putting on another exotic. It is annoying, it's above annoying, and I'm hoping that there's a fix to that, because when I'm on Kepler, I don't want to not be able to see. And then also I'm hoping that in this patch note that comes out today, the download, that they fix the issue when you have the Metamorph. When you do your slide, if you have your ability and you are a Warlock, you can do that electric burst. You don't do it. You just throw another thing. And so when you're trying to do puzzles and stuff, it's kind of hard, because with my poison build, that's how I'm spreading a massive amount of poison. And so right now I'm being like stuck to just like work on throwing my needles. But spreading the poison like that is a lot harder than, you know, I dash into a horde, I burst, it spreads the poison. I'm hoping that that is also fixed, because I want to be farming Kepler stuff, because I need to get the Warlock gauntlets and a good roll for I think it's class. I think I want it in class or Paragon. But I want to get a gold roll that, but it's hard to farm it on there, because it's using the abilities and stuff. It's an abundance of annoyance, and even traversing there to get the secret rooms, I can't really see to get to the little things for Graviton Spike. So I'm hoping those things are fixed. They're not too bad of annoyances, but they annoy me enough where I just do not want to go in and, you know, farm them. So I do hope that they fix those issues. I also do hope that the Plaguelands is available on the actual map for us to explore. It's a new type of game mode. They're hyping it up so much and saying it's never been done in Destiny before. It just looks like public events. It kind of looks like the Dreadnought kind of game mode that we had. But it might be different. It might be just like a giant open world Palooza kind of an event. So I'm hoping it is good. We have Iron Banner coming, which I'll be playing a lot of, because I love Iron Banner. Gives me time to show off my Titan skills. Poor Hunter. I used to be a Hunter main 100% of the way, and then all of a sudden I played Titan during Witch Queen, I believe it was? No, Lightfall. And then I loved Titan. Titan became my main, and then during the Age of Fate, not the Age of Fate, the what's it called? The Final Shape. I became a Warlock main. I started playing a lot of Warlock. I still play a lot of Warlock. I prefer Warlock, but Titan is my go-to when I need to get shit done. So I'm very excited to see what new changes and stuff that they make. I'm hoping for some good shit. I'm hoping for some real good shit, like premium copium. That's what I'm hoping for. We have a minute before it starts, so when it starts, I'm going to be a little bit more silent. I'll be reacting, but I'm going to be a little silent, just so I can, you know, hear. We're going to go 50%. Hopefully that's not too loud.
All right. Hey, everybody. Hey,
What happened to what's his face?
welcome. My
I've
name is
noticed
Dylan.
this
I'm
recent-
going to be your host today. And happy 11-year anniversary to Destiny 1's launch. I wanted to make sure to cover that at the very top because it's kind of mind-melting. 11 years of Destiny. Had no idea we'd be here. Today we have a ton to talk through, so we're going to rush through this. No, we aren't going to rush. But we have Renegades. We have some really cool stuff to talk about that's going to be coming in December. We have a wonderful update from our development team. We've been listening. We're looking at your feedback, and we actually have some
Good.
plans that are coming together right now to address it since Edge of Fate launched. And then we also
Good,
have,
good.
on the second half of the show, we're going to be looking at Ashen Iron. We'll have a bunch of devs on the couch. We're going to talk about the activities, the loot, and potentially a new exotic that you might have been asking about. So, without further ado, Rob,
Please
how
be
you
the
doing? Welcome
axe.
back to the couch.
Hey Dylan,
I don't
it's,
think
great
it's
to
going
be
to
here.
be, but I
and
hope
like
it
you were
is.
talking here, and
They always have
we've got
laptops.
some
Have the
really big
laptops.
changes coming based on all the feedback we've been getting from the Edge of Fate that we'll talk about right after we give a little bit of a first look at Renegades here. And that's why we got our laptops, right? There's a lot to get through.
they
And there's
heard
a
me.
lot to talk about. So we're just Dylan and I are making sure we're going to get through it all.
They heard me pretty well.
So we've been hard at work on collaborating with our friends at Lucasfilm Games to make something that is like
You guys,
unmistakably
can you guys
Star Wars, but
see right? I mean, you can
authentically
see
a
the main
Destiny
part when they show
story
gameplay and stuff.
experience.
That's all that matters
And so
anymore.
today we get to start pulling back the curtain on that.
And I'm going to embrace my inner Scarrow and ask, Robbie, is there a Vidoc?
Yeah, so you all asked for it. You're going to get it. We're about to play a Vidoc. That is our first look at the
Finally.
Lost Frontier. You're stepping into a world of criminals, shady deals.
This is where Zerg got
with an
robbed.
arsenal at your
Zerg got
disposal
robbed
that
real
you'll
good.
only be able to find within a black market here that's emerged within Seoul. And so, yeah, let's take our first look at Renegades.
Let's hope it's good.
Seeing how stunningly Star Wars it felt was.
Oh yeah,
I
lightsabers.
just jumped into that walker and I just annihilated the encounter.
Whoa, there's an actual walker in it.
Squeezing that trigger and feeling that blaster just go off, it was like a whole new world opened up for me.
There's something really special here that we haven't really done in Destiny before.
That ignition, that hiss, that sound.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
This looks cool. The Lawless Frontier. I'm excited for this one here. I'm excited for this one here.
We begin in the shadow of a prophecy that says our end is already written. It's here we draw a line in the sand, where we start the long journey to fight our fate. In Renegades, Guardians infiltrate a
This
criminal
looks
underworld
cool.
to save a friend whose past has caught up with him and disrupt the rise of powerful new enemies.
Is that the Drifter?
In
Or
special
Devon?
collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, we took inspiration from Star Wars to craft a one-of-a-kind Destiny story.
Oh, that's cool.
Renegades redefines what an expansion can be. It brings the grit, guns, and glory of a space western to Destiny. But Renegades isn't just about power. It's about what you're willing to risk to change the future.
Yeah, that's cool. This is really cool. That's the Drifter. Finding hope in
The
shadow.
folks at Lucasfilm were such great collaborators. They understood that in order for this to work, we had to find where the Venn diagram of our two stories meet. Themes of underdogs rising up against something much larger than themselves.
This looks really
Themes of hope. Those
I like
little
seeing
pieces
Dev
in that
Studio
Venn diagram
shots.
were the ones that really helped us find the story that we want to tell together.
If you look at Star Wars and you look at Destiny, you can kind of see that parallel that exists. So for instance, our Dredgen, they're our Sith.
Pretty Sithy.
Yeah, and then you've got the Barrett Imperium, and they are very,
This is
very
really cool
Empire-like.
looking.
They have a
Oh.
huge appetite for expansion.
I think of the Praxic Order. There are Jedi in this release, and they are very focused on order and law and understanding that there is a binary in our universe of good and evil. We get to poke at that a little bit in a way that suits our story.
This is
our
really
world,
cool.
While still
Very
feeling
Star
very much
Warsy
like the
indeed.
inspiration that we're calling from. Edge of Fate leaves us
3.
with a really big pass forward into the future. We know of this prophecy now that tells us that we need to bind the Nine or we face extinction. And Drifter was there on Kepler. He saw all of this.
I love when Drifter's involved.
Not running from this one.
Drifter is
Him having to
convinced
sacrifice
that there's a
almost
connection
himself and then coming
between
back
the
is
Nine
such a great
and the
revealing
rise of
thing
this
that I
new
was so
faction,
happy
the
they
Barrett
did.
Imperium. He sees them rising at an unnaturally fast rate and is insistent that there's a problem. But the Vanguard isn't listening. They're insisting that he needs to stand down.
The cool thing about this criminal underworld is you and Drifter and your crew, you come in at the
Drifter's
bottom.
taking more of a main
And at the
stake, thank
top,
you.
There's the Barrett Imperium. You need to work with all these
Oh, that's a sick
crooked
design.
criminal
That's really
syndicates
cool.
in between, earning your power, building up the notoriety, getting the gear that you need to take down that powerful Imperium at the top.
There's a weapon that the Barrett Imperium have made, and we need to be
Whoa.
the ones to destroy it. And we're not going to be able to do that unless we work with exactly the kind of people that we normally fight. So we're going to head out to the lawless frontier, and one job at a time, we're going to take down the Imperium.
This looks cool. Rule the frontier.
The Lawless Frontier is filled with big, chaotic, cooperative activities. You're going to choose the job, you're going to choose which renegade
I like
activities
this.
you're going to take into those jobs, and then you're going to drop into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as you can,
blaster.
and then get out or die trying.
Oh, they have an
You're gonna
extraction
go
mode?
to the Lost Frontier Hollow map. You'll see Mars, Europa, and Venus with swamps that are very reminiscent of Dagobah. There's some hints of Hoth in Europa, right?
Yeah.
For fans of both Star Wars and Destiny, like Mars, which is some pits that are very reminiscent of Sarlacc pits, and you don't want to fall into them, you'll die.
These are Destiny locations. It's just we're taking inspiration from some of these
This is
iconic
cool.
places in Star Wars.
Let's say we go to Mars, and you're gonna pick a bounty hunting job for the Fallen to take out some Cabal. And then you either
Ooh.
matchmake with people online, you take your crew with you, you can play solo. Every time you drop in, you might be in a different location on the map. Your objectives are gonna be a little different each time, and it also might be a different time of day, so there's a lot of variety and richness within.
So it's
the
a bounty.
activities
We're gonna
that
get bounty
you
hunter
can do.
extraction kind of mode.
Along the way, we're gonna throw a bunch of curls.
That's an exotic.
You might run into a missile tower that's trying to take you out from halfway across the map. And you have to like divert and take it out, and you get some extra credits out of that. Defeat your boss, get to the exfil with whatever time you got left,
So it's a,
call your ship in.
I want to say like a
all hell
rip
drops
chain
in
kind of
ahead from
pulse.
The Cabal. Your ship flies in, you hop aboard, and you got to exfil.
That's cool.
Over the course of the campaign and deep into the post-game of Renegades, you're going to be unlocking and earning a bunch of different Renegade abilities.
We got things like airstrikes,
Oh yeah.
pods, vehicles like the Cabal Walkers, interceptors, swoop bikes, turrets. We've got
This
9
is-
abilities, 7 upgrades. There's a ton of stuff that you can bring in, and you
That's
change how
cool. The
things
coin
play.
thing, the
It's like a
flicking
tech
it.
tree of options.
It's like a whole tree of options across support, defensive, and offensive abilities. So the player's going to have a lot to play with here.
This looks really cool.
The
I'm not
Lost
gonna lie to
Frontier
you.
Isn't just about raw power. It's about influence, shady backroom deals, working for
That's a
these
cool
powerful
design.
syndicates and against them at different times. And all of this takes place at the heart of the criminal underworld in Tharsis Outpost.
Hub of the underworld. We're gonna get into a
The
hub.
Vanguard have been preoccupied. They've been off saving the world, and they haven't been looking at Tharsis. It's changed a lot since the last time we were there.
It's now this thriving black market, this criminal underworld.
This is really
Tharsis
cool.
Junction became Tharsis Outpost.
Oh, this is Destiny
Yeah,
2. This is a
unsavory
DLC
job
coming to
that you
Destiny
done
that is
to
in
find
collaboration
Tharsis
with Star
Outpost.
Wars.
Tharsis Outpost feels appropriate for both Star Wars and for us. When we looked at Mos Eisley as inspiration, we knew that
It's
we
very
could
Star
play in
Wars-y.
that playground in a really fun way. From the ghosts that you'll see floating around to one Elixni with all 4 of his Elixni arms shaking up drinks. We took that inspiration
guy's
and
gonna be
we
my
found a
favorite guy.
Destiny spin on it. Criminal syndicates have moved in.
You're working with the syndicates. You are building your notoriety with them.
The 3 different syndicates that we created, we're going to be dealing with. The Pikers are Elixni. They're kind of
Okay,
like an
nice
anarchist
design.
biker gang. Unlike other Elixni, they're atheists. They don't worship machines. They follow relics. We've also got the
Oh.
Totality Division, a subsect of the Barrent Imperium. They're run by Scions, and
That's
they're
cool.
also
Scions
now
normally
going to be
the,
leader of this group.
are being bullied by the
And
Cabal.
We've got Tharsis Reformation. They are a breakaway group from Maya's Vex. They're starting to think for themselves and figure out what it means to be an individual.
They're starting to do crime.
That's really
They're-
cool.
You know, they're wearing clothes.
Crime and wearing clothes are what all individuals do. We need to have new people to fight and new people to root for. And this was our opportunity.
This is cool. This is setting up a lot for Destiny.
But the
This
heart
is
of the
cool.
Renegade
No
fantasy
problem.
is not just surviving the lawless frontier. It's garnering influence and building your power so that you can bend it to your will.
In the end game, to get the best weapons, the best armor, the coolest exclusive cosmetics, you're going to need to work with the syndicates to increase your notoriety by completing jobs successfully, alone or with a crew, and then doing so you'll unlock our highest risk, highest reward jobs, and at the same time you're going to have the ability to do the special job that'll take you off planet to the dungeon.
Ooh. Okay, what's the dungeon theme? Okay, it looks
And you'll
pyramidy.
also unlock Invasion.
That's right, Invasion is back. But this doesn't work like Gambit. It's often
Oh?
the invader has some initiative when invasion begins. This is more strategic.
You scan the battlefield, and you're like, okay, is this the right time for me to take the shot? And what's the right tool for me to do it? Do I use...
We're gonna get a new
striker
Gambit
vehicle?
mode?
Do I use a Cabal Walker?
Just watch out for that double cross.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Renegades marks the Guardian's descent into a criminal underworld. A world of shadows and syndicates, where your light and your choices will cut a path forward. You'll fight dirty, break the rules, and build a hardened crew that can take on any job, standing up to the most ruthless syndicates in the system.
They like really showing off this coin thing. The lightsabers are sick, though. The lightsabers are really cool. I bet you there's gonna be an exotic one.
Even in the darkest corners of this world, there's still a glimmer of hope. Guardians will have to find their own version of balance between loyalty and survival, between power and purpose. Because there's more at play than credits and contracts. Forces are on the move, ones that see you not just as a player, but as a piece on the board.
The cinematic stuff is really
to change
cool
the
looking.
future, you'll have to become the one thing they never saw coming.
Ooh.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
We gotta become the villain. December 2nd, 2025. I already have the deluxe edition, so I already have it. It's great.
All right, welcome back. Sorry, I love Vidox. I gotta stop looking at chat. Let's get the show on the road. So pre-orders for the new Renegade Standard Edition start right now. And we actually have some added bonuses. Even if you pre-ordered the, what do we got? Year of Prophecy Edition, we have 2 additional cosmetics that are going live today with the patch. The Starside Introduction Emblem and a new exotic ship, which we call the Renegade Leader. You're going to see it on the screen right now, and
It's very.
I'm gonna
It's a
ask
Star
a
Wars
silly
ship.
question. What are we
It's a
looking
Star
at?
Wars ship.
I mean, I think we're kind of looking at something that looks like an X-Wing here a little bit, maybe a little red leader action. So, I mean, this is one of our homages, right? That's the team had a lot of fun with. So we wanted to build like an iconic
I very much
villain
do
kicked
like
off
that
the
it's
Road to
not
Renegades
just
here over the
Star
next few
Wars.
months.
It is a Destiny story
and what's
at
cool
its
about
whole.
this is you're actually going to see your ship, whatever ship you have equipped, that's going to be flying by when you deploy your Renegade abilities in the Lawless Frontier. And also, you're going to be using your ship to go between different areas within the Plaguelands here in the Reclaim activity that's launching today as well.
Awesome. So with pre-orders talked about, let's dive into the Vidoc.
there's a lot.
Robbie, where are we starting?
Yeah, so I think it's like probably best. There's so much like to do a really kind of quick overview of what we looked at here. So Renegades thrust you and your crew into the heart of a lawless frontier that's emerged around Mars, Europa, and Venus. all
Artwork's
new
really
locations
cool.
across the
I want that as a computer background.
and you're trying to keep up with Drifter, ultimately, who's chasing startling visions of calamity and rumors of a powerful new Cabal faction that's rising, the Baron Imperium. That Imperium's installed themselves as top dog in the criminal underworld, and Drifter's convinced that the N9 is
screenshot
involved
this later.
with the Imperium's
I'm
radical.
gonna go back
It
to my
wouldn't be the
stream
first
and
time the N9
screenshot
have
this.
meddled, in the background and done some crazy things with Cabal-related enemies. Anyway, so to deal with the Imperium, you're going to take on the role of a renegade. As a guardian, you're going to smuggle, sabotage, bounty hunt your way to the top of the lawless frontier, and that means you're going to be working with the shady syndicates to build your influence within Tharsis. But ultimately, like this is for the right reason. You're being the bad guy to do the right thing because you can't really ignore this prophecy of extinction that showed up.
We become the bad guy.
So, I mean, you mentioned Drifter. We have a pretty stellar cast here, and there was a new character that we showed off in there.
Yeah, we showed one of our new characters. That's a new member of your crew who comes from the Praxic Order, actually. And they've been tasked with tracking down reports of dredging activity across the lawless frontier. And they've also been tasked with keeping an eye on Drifter because he's been seeing and saying some crazy stuff lately. And this is all being done in defiance of the Vanguard. So this Praxic Order is kind of here to kind of be oversight of everything that's happening. We've got a bunch of new villains too, alongside the criminal syndicates and their bosses. We just don't want to spoil too much right now. We're going to have more on the story close to launch.
All right. So we've got smuggling, sabotaging, bounty hunting, wearing clothes, doing crime.
It's important.
Let's talk about the gameplay.
Yeah, so being an individual means crimes and clothes. We've established that going forward. So one thing to make sure is clear here, like in the campaign that has a bunch of story missions, it's going to introduce you to also the jobs that you'll be taking in addition to those story missions within the lawless frontier. So you'll be kind of climbing the ranks of the criminal underworld here because the syndicates are not going to trust you out the gate. You kind of have to garner influence with them before they're going to help you out in dealing with the Imperium. And so then at the conclusion of the campaign, once that Imperium's chokehold is kind of loosened on Tharsis and the lawless frontier, you unintentionally kick off a turf war between the three syndicates because now they're all vying for power because you've kind of toppled the top dog of their power hierarchy.
Yeah. And so let's talk about this. In December, the lawless frontier is coming. It's not just like a concept. It's an activity.
Territory
I know we're showing something on screen right now that is when you go through this daily ritual of dealing with contested territory, you'll be able to target the syndicate you want to kind of take.
This
down
shit's cool.
But ultimately,
this
the
shit's
lawless
really
frontier is a new
cool.
activity where you'll be carrying out a variety of those missions, those smuggle, bounty hunt, sabotaging. I think you kind of can tell what they're going to be all about just with the name of them. And this is you just partnering with and against the syndicates. And so it's fast, it's tactical, and it's going to throw a ton of enemies and a variety of objectives within each of these jobs at your fire team in new locations across Mars, Europa, and Venus. This is all about big, chaotic co-op action within the lawless frontier. Yeah.
Cool. And then when you're working with the syndicates, I expect to be paid when I take on a job.
Sure.
What are they going to be giving us?
Every criminal does.
Yeah,
right. You know what I mean? So
we're going to be the
one
bad
thing
guy
that
for
I wanted to talk
once.
about at the top
I love
is
playing the
that
bad
Tom
guy.
and I are really excited about this. The creative lead on Renegades. The Cabal have been dropping pods on your head for 8 years now, something like that.
Yes,
and so with
it
one of our
hurts
Renegade
every
abilities, you kinda
time.
get to turn the table on the Cabal and drop one on them. It also supplies you some ammo and stuff too, some nice convenience there. But the campaign ultimately introduce you to a number of these abilities. In the turf war, you'll actually choose which syndicates you want to pledge to in order to unlock more abilities and a bigger suite of upgrades. Also, depending on which syndicate you're pledged to, there will be other bonuses and weekly shipments coming into Tharsis as well that you get to take advantage of. And so one thing I want to note too is that all of these Renegade abilities that we're talking about in the Vidoc, they're purely additive to your subclass abilities. The Renegade abilities do not override any of your other Guardian abilities. So like your super, your melee, your grenade, that's all at your disposal on top of these Renegade abilities. We really wanted to lean into the idea of this fantasy of you working with your crew and the various roles you could play within the Lost Frontiers of all these different type of jobs that you're going to be doing.
Awesome. And then I have to give a shout out to James Sy. He's frankly one of the biggest Star Wars nerds I've ever met in my life. But he was talking about the blaster and that feel the first time he shot it. Like, let's talk about him.
Yeah, I love that blaster, and because like my personal joke is it's like Forerunner at home. It's kind of like a legendary version of that exotic, and it just feels fucking incredible. Oh, sorry, it feels incredible. Excuse me, for kids at home. So we're gonna have a weapons deep dive.
He's not supposed to
I know I
swing.
keep saying that there's a ton of the Vidoc. There's even more we talk about in the next few months. But what we can say about blasters right now is they're new, powerful weapons in your arsenal, and they actually draw ammo straight from your reserves, Dylan. And so the mechanic of this is basically heating up the gun and then venting it out. So no reloading technically, but since you have to like charge up heat and you have to think about overheating, it's a whole mechanic and has its own special reload associated
That's really cool.
with it. And
It's
so
really
it's going to
cool.
be all about finding like the rhythm of pace and battle between building up heat and venting it. It's really fun to play around with, and the team is really honing in on something like that feels really special and new. It's cool.
All right.
It's cool, yeah.
So we're not going to go too deep on campaign because spoilers. We want to let players discover that.
Yeah.
We've talked about the Lawless Frontier, but one of the components is invasions.
Oh yeah. So you're going to unlock invasion as part of that turf war we've been talking about, and the syndicates are like reaching out to you, and they're giving you contracts to play Hitman against other Guardian crews. So it's 1 versus 3. It's you versus a Guardian crew on the Lawless Frontier. And like we said in the Vidoc, invasion is 100% opt-in for both the invaders and the defending fire team crew. But don't worry, because all of the difficulty modes, there's always an option that is available to you if you don't want to engage in invasion. Yeah, we wanted to make sure that, because like even though some people love that PvE chocolate mixing with that PvP peanut butter, we wanted to make sure that if you didn't want to do that, there's always an option for you to do something else.
But Gambit though.
And then if you do opt in though, there's more rewards or incentive, right?
I mean, yeah, you're like asking, you're basically saying, hey, fire team, I'm open to having another Guardian come and wreck shop and mess my day up, right? And so you're taking a higher risk, so therefore there's a chance of higher reward depending on how you handle that, right?
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so that covers gameplay effectively. We do have a dungeon. We showed a little tease, but again, no spoilers. We'll let you discover that on day one. Let's talk about the last thing that players may have seen, or the first thing, honestly. We saw chat blown up. Let's talk about the saber.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is Destiny's homage, right? It's our love letter to the Star Wars lightsaber. And we're calling it the Praxic Blade.
Good.
Again, we'll be sharing a whole lot more closer to launch. I'm really sorry. I feel like a parrot right now just saying the same thing. But what I can say is that the
really
Praxic
cool.
Blade is going to be highly customizable in both gameplay and visuals. And so there's going to be a ton of parts and components that you'll be
Is it
chasing
a
and
craftable
discovering
exotic?
throughout the Lost Frontier, within the turf war, within the dungeon.
I know you can
itself.
throw the
And This is all
lightsaber.
about kind of making the Praxic Blade your own. And you saw it in the Vidoc, but the blade really does feel truly exotic right now. You can do things with it that no other weapon can do in Destiny, and I really can't wait till players get their hands on it here in a few months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for Renegades. We have 2 more big subjects to go through today. So thanks for running us through that.
Of course.
Our next section is going to be all about quality of life. It's going to be about a lot of the feedback that we've been seeing in the live game since Edge of Fate launched. And then
Please.
after that, we'll be talking about Ashen
Talk
Iron
about my
with another
fix,
cast of
the
devs
fixes
to
I've
talk
been
about a
asking
bunch of cool
for.
stuff.
Please.
So,
I've been having so many
ultimately,
issues.
We have quite a lot coming over the next few months. We're going to be talking about a bunch of high-level goals, objectives, some of our philosophy. We do not have a roadmap today, but we will have a roadmap in the next few weeks outlining our road to Renegades, which I've been calling it selfishly. So we'll figure out a fancier name for it at some point, but let's dive in. I think the first thing that I want to talk about here, let me get this up. I mean, ultimately, this feels like we're having a mini community summit on stream.
Yeah.
But let's talk about rewards. Let's talk about the portal. Let's talk about power. Let's talk about
They
the
need to
climb and the
fix-
feedback that we've been seeing.
Yeah, so to do a little bit more table setting and framing
New
here,
activities, Renegade Campaign,
like we said at the
Lawless,
top of the stream,
Silver
we've been
AD,
taking a lot of
rewards,
this feedback
balances and
to heart,
buffs,
right?
rewards, buffs
we've
to
been
fire
listening very
teams,
intently. We've
Hero
been
Prophecy
looking at
Dungeon,
our data,
rewards improved,
and
cash,
Dylan, we know
rating
we need to
meter.
make some changes, right?
They
and
do,
so
they
this
really
is
do.
What this whole next section is going to be
There's
about.
a
We're
lot
gonna
of things
talk
that
about
are
a ton of stuff.
needs to be fixed in Destiny.
Some of it, a little bit of it is going to come from Nash and Iron, a lot more in Renegades, and then even more in the future. And so coming back to the power climb, we want it to be faster, we want it to have improved rewards, and we really want it to highlight new and
It needs to be
aspirational
faster because I've been stuck trying to get to
when Renegades
300 for like a
launches. And so
month
that
or
means
two
looking
now.
at the Renegades campaign and the Renegades jobs and the Lawless Frontier and the activities you do there, and making sure that they both feel like great sources of seasonal power. We know with the Edge of Fate, after you completed the campaign on Kepler, that there was a bunch of cool stuff to do and some rewards to get, but it didn't fit into the seasonal power grid, right? It didn't feel like it was a viable path. And so these big chaotic fire team-based jobs that we've built and all that variety we're pouring into it is going to be this engine to
You
climb
can't.
seasonal
You're an
power. People
analyst.
loving that activity. You're going to be able to spend an enormous amount of time there.
Yeah, and you touched on aspirational content.
I do like that
So
they're
when you
doing
look
a
at it,
Star Wars
you're doing
themed
the power
DLC for this
but
game.
You're looking at the
Looks
end
really good.
and our raids and
The fact that I
dungeons.
can have a lightsaber is
Yes, they
everything I
are.
wanted
So
in Destiny.
We are making sure here, there's two approaches we're taking and a bunch of work that's going to come out of it. So our focus initially here is going to be on the new raid and dungeon content in this conversation.
Okay.
So that is Desert Perpetual, the Epic Raid here in a couple weeks, and then the dungeon releasing with Ash and Iron. And so we want to make sure that those are more dependable sources of power, both from weekly
Yes,
challenges,
because it should,
some of
it
which
should
that are gonna
not
happen in
be
Ash
like
and Iron,
you get
but
one
then
drop
also
per
we're gonna be
chest
looking
if you're
at
running out
the
of hard
power drops
difficulty.
that come when you're completing encounters and looking to see if we can adjust those and juice them up a little bit.
Okay,
The other
pretty
big
much, alright.
area, because what we're talking about when we say aspiration is like end game. You're doing an end game thing. I should be rewarded for that. So
Yes.
with the launch of the Epic Raid for the Desert Perpetual and Epic Raid and then the dungeon afterwards, we're going to make all drops, the base drops you earn in that content, tier 3. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
and it's ultimately attesting to like.
Because I should not
players
be
got
doing a
through some of the
dungeon
power
and
grind, they
getting
went
a
into the raid,
t-
they were
out of
seeing
tier 1.
tier
It should
2
not.
drops, and that didn't feel like endgame loot.
It should
No,
not be the
We're
case.
making this tier 3 is the baseline, but then you can build up to tier 4 and tier 5 as you add more challenge, add more difficulty.
Yeah, and
So-
sorry, I think we hit on it, but I just want to make sure. We talked about improved rewards, right, around some of the newer content that is coming. This effort, though, is also being applied across the portal itself. And
Good.
so, Dylan, I know you and I have talked about it a bunch. You know, we talked about solo ops, right? You mentioned Caldera.
Yeah, let's talk about
Caldera is a
variety
problem.
and
No one
ways
plays
to
anything else
ways to play.
but
Yeah,
Caldera.
exactly. And part of
Because
that,
the
right,
amount of
part of
drops
that
you get in
theory
Caldera
right here is just like
is
that thinking is we just have to do
insane.
rewards, right? And so a lot of what we're doing is going to be about bringing the baseline of the reward experience with Renegades up to that, closer to that solo ops experience, and also really incentivize playing in fire teams more because hey, we know Destiny's
Good.
feeling lonely right now if all you do is
Yeah.
spend time in the mines, right? And so
Yeah.
we want to do a
Yeah,
much.
'cause there's
we
no
know we
reason
need
to play
do a
Fire
much,
Team
better,
Ops or
job of it.
Pinnacle
The other-
Ops.
Just to,
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Because
just
solo
to go
ops
into
gets
that
you loot
example,
so
like
much
we're talking
faster.
About Caldera, it's a solo op activity, and players feel it is the most viable path to power. So a
Yeah.
social game like Destiny, it is a problem where you feel like you should be playing alone for all the reasons. It's like, hey, sorry friends, you want to play Raid, you want to play something else? Sorry, I'm going to go into Caldera and play alone.
Yeah.
We want to address that. We
Yes.
want to make sure Destiny
Okay.
is social, fun to play with friends, while still maintaining, hey, as a solo player, you can absolutely hop in,
You got
but we aren't going to make you feel worse. So, example there too, we said, hey, we're going to tone down Caldera and solo ops. We're actually reverting that. We had announced it, we're taking that back, and as you said, that's the new benchmark. We're going to raise things up to feel like Caldera and feel
Good.
rewarding like solo ops.
Yeah, and we've already talked about that. We're going to do some of that in Ash and Iron. One of the other things we're looking at doing in Ash and Iron right now is taking our bonus engrams and having them just more consistently award power deeper into the climb and adjusting that. We're also, this is a good segue, I think, kind of into our next area where we can talk more about reworks we're going to be doing within the game and some changes we're making.
What's being
So
reworked?
the other thing we're going to be doing with bonus engrams when Renegades launches is they're going to feed more into a weekly ritual. You know, a thing that you know when it launches, there's a bunch of stuff to do that's going to accelerate.
My
you
back is
in
very
power.
sore today.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the effectively weekly reset, curated activities from Bungie. So you have a moment each week of, let's hop into raid night, let's do Grandmasters, things like that.
Yeah, so the thing you're speaking to, Dylan, the thing we talk about a lot is like, yeah, clan night, raid night, right? We got to get that feeling of hey, I log in on Tuesday and there's just like a bunch of stuff to look forward to. And so a few ways we're going to do that is one with a new system that we're calling Vanguard orders that comes out in Renegades. So Vanguard orders are actually this like new objective system where
Okay.
you're going to be, and we should have a mock-up on screen right now. It looks like our monitor isn't showing the exact right thing just for our place in the studio, so I'm just going to assume it's working. And so within these
There we
Vanguard
go.
orders,
Nearly
you're gonna
weekly
have all
ritual
these different
Vanguard
objectives
orders,
that you can do,
weekly bonus
and you don't
ingots, weekly
have
conquest
to,
rewards, weekly
pick
legacy
these up
raids and
like
dungeons.
bounties, right? These are things that will just be automatically granted to you when you log into the portal.
This is a cool
And then
hub.
what's really cool about these is that they pull some of that like Destiny 1 bounty vibe, where as you complete an order on the left-hand side of the screen of this mock-up here, you will actually roll. You can roll on higher tier orders, like a legendary order that will give you consistent rewards, or an exotic tier order that can give you exotic tier rewards. And so this is all about just creating a bunch more like little moments of variety within the portal.
1 out of 13
objectives that you can do. We already touched on bonus engrams a little bit, and how we're going to be reworking those even more with Renegade's launches to feed into that idea of like, look at all these things in the portal. I know if I go and gobble up all the green engrams, I'm accelerating on my power climb, and that's much easier and clear for players to understand. But the other place that we've been getting a ton of feedback on, and we're going to be making changes to, is the weekly conquests, basically. So right now,
They should be
we
farmable.
have the concept of the conquest as a milestone on your seasonal power journey, and it gives you like a massive, like big dump of rewards. We are going to be making those like, we're going to be making it repeatable, but then there's going to be a weekly reward for them. There's no way for us, honestly, to balance the crazy amount of rewards you get from the milestones, but we're going to make sure we incentivize them and create a weekly version as
and we actually have a change going live today to make conquests repeatable, but the rewards component is what we need to focus on for a future update.
Yeah, and you know, Dylan, you and I were talking about this a bunch over the last couple of days. Is like we want to get back to that, like we want to get conquest closer to that GM feeling, that Grandmaster Nightfall feeling of the past, and that's kind of like our little North Star for that. Yep. The other big thing too that we've been listening to feedback on, and we're moving really, really fast on right now, is getting weekly legacy raid and dungeon content as like a tunnel from the portal to that. So to set expectations here with Renegades, this is going to first come in the form of, hey, reasons to play this content, to do like weekly challenges and earn powerful rewards from them, right? Again, we want this weekly reset. We want you to clearly know when you log in, here's a bunch of stuff to look forward to play with your friends and others.
Good.
The reason I have to set expectations, though, is like we hear the feedback about wanting the gear reprised from raids and dungeons. Dylan, if we could just like flip a switch and make that happen, I think we'd be more than happy to do that. But it's just not that simple. There's a bunch of work that goes into actually creating the new gear and the gear tiers. And so we are going to be looking to make the reward experience of Legacy and Raid Dungeons better as time goes on. Our first focus is making it fit into that weekly reset and into that power climb.
Yeah. And we have our first step today with Dungeon Lairs. In the portal, there are going to be three encounters coming from Legacy Dungeon content. You can get power bumps from those. You can get portal gear from those, but we hear the feedback on general rewards.
Yes.
So.
Good.
Yes. We're gonna be looking to add more to this, like what this weekly ritual feels like. These are the areas we are targeting initially here for Renegades.
All right. So let's move on to our final two subjects. Really are centered around sandbox.
Yeah.
First of which is going to be build crafting, and then the second is around just our general approach to balance.
All exotics and weapons and armor are featured
honestly,
gear.
we've been getting a ton of feedback around featured gear. We've been getting feedback
Enhanced
around like
legendary
weapon
weapons
tiering.
tiers in
What are we
Shadowed
thinking?
Order.
Yeah. So
Okay,
this
good.
whole space is about expanding build
Sunset
crafting and
feature
tiers.
gear score
And
bonus.
we hear y'all. Like we hear that featured gear is far too restrictive
More vault space
for
and
how you're playing
improved
the game right
sorting
now.
and filtering.
so one of the big
Good.
changes we're making is all exotic weapons and armor are going to be featured gear starting in Renegades. So the class items, your prismatic
Good.
builds, they're back on the table. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You're not having to think about what exotic you put on. It's all about what build you want to craft, right? The other thing that we've been listening to a lot when it comes to the gear chase is like, hey, you might earn a tier 1, 2, or 3 weapon, a roll of a weapon you really love, your personal god roll, or the community saying this is a god roll. And you're looking at that and you're like, man, it's cool, but like it's not that top tier, right? And
We can enhance them
in
now. Let's
Shadow
get-
and Order, which is
Shoot.
our major update coming after Renegades, you're going to be able to enhance the tier of your legendary weapons all the way from tier 1 to tier 5
Good.
with a new currency and a new feature that we're building for those. Again, this is all about expanding that gear chase.
Yeah. And before we get ahead of ourselves, like as a player, and I'm guessing in chat, people are saying, oh, so I should be keeping my tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 weapons. Where am I going to put these? What's going on with vault space?
Yeah, so with Renegades, we are going to give you more vault space. That is the thing we're going to be doing. And also the team is working on a pretty big update to improve the sorting and filtering of just using your vault in-game as well.
Yeah, we'll have many more details in the
Yeah.
coming weeks and months when we get this roadmap together.
Pause
but
non-critical
our final
nerfs.
note in this section before we go to balance is the portal scoring.
Yes, yeah. So
Upcoming super
right
and
now
buff
with
changes.
the featured and new gear, there is just an intrinsic bonus that you get for wearing that gear. I guess it's extrinsic because we're asking you to put it on. But anyway, if you have it on, you get a score bonus in the portal, which means you're not only thinking about like activity customization, your build, but also now you have to think about the score too, and like, should I wear this or not in order to chase the high score? And for the vast majority of the experiences in the portal, we think that's just too much complexity right now. And so we are sunsetting
Good.
that idea. And so again, this is going to drastically open up the space for you to basically use whatever you want in the vast majority of things you play inside of the portal when you're chasing gear and doing that power climb. Yeah.
And a North Star for this, when y'all were talking about it, we've had a ton of conversations with the dev team, is like, there's a lot of feeling of I'm playing Destiny the wrong way, and this was contributing to it because I had to think, oh, if I put this armor on, it's wrong. This helps that out and gets you into the fun faster.
Yes,
So.
and then like we do believe and see a space for ways to highlight gear and exotics and things like that. You know, stuff we've done with the artifact for a while now. We want it to be part of the game because I think pushing people off of the super hot stuff is really healthy sometimes. To just
My
have more
chair
fun and
legs are
experiment
facing the
with
wrong
things.
way and it's
But we
bothering
know
me.
that we need to find ways to make this feel like a bonus and more excitement to do it versus what we currently have now, which is why we're making these changes.
Awesome. Yeah, and then our last section here for quality of life. Let's talk about sandbox balance. Y'all have been really taking a lot of the feedback to heart since the announce of quite a few nerfs and some balancing, and you have some new approaches to philosophy when it comes to this.
Yeah, so at the top here, one of the things we're doing is we're upgrading our internal process for kind of how we evaluate our
Good.
buff and nerf policies and also the timing of which when we go out and do those. And so a big part of that here through Renegade's launch is going to be non-critical balance changes are on pause right now. And so this is partially in reaction to obviously some of the sentiment around some of the changes we're making, but it's giving time for us to make sure that when we do start to do more balance updates a little more frequently again, we communicate honestly. We just need to do a better job about communicating about why we're changing
Yes.
something and some of the intent behind it. And the reason I speak about this, yeah, because you asked me this a couple times in our rehearsal, Dylan. It's like, what does non-critical mean? Sorry, I'm taking your words here.
No.
I'm just on a roll. We really want to make sure that we're still making balance changes, or if we have to ban something for that epic raid race or the dungeon race that's going to happen with Renegades, right? The quality of that experience is incredibly important to us, and we know it's incredibly important to y'all. And so, again, we're putting a pause on nerfs and balance changes for now, but if we really need to change something because it's critical for those upcoming events, we'll make changes.
Yeah. And ultimately, it's like there's some things where you watch somebody go on a Titan and kill a raid boss in 2 punches. Like, that's critical. That needs to be toned down or balanced around. But other things, like we actually have a list here of we announced some tuning changes or nerfs that we're going to be reverting. Last week we were talking about Grand Overture and Queenbreaker.
Yeah.
We're reverting the changes there.
Yes.
And then we had some reworks to exotics like Stronghold, Chromatic Fire. We're going to be reverting those. And then as a part of this new initiative where we're looking at our philosophy, reevaluating how we do these things, we'll be looking how we approach it and how we communicate it.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
cool. And then final note to end on a high, honestly, like we've been talking about nerfs and all that. Let's talk about buffs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So we've got some buffs. We've been working with the gameplay team around supers and subclasses that are going to be coming. Some with Ash and Iron here in October, but then also in December with Renegades. And I think you've been talking with them a little more closely actually in the last 24 hours.
Big thank you to Ben Womack, Eric Smith, Sandbox team. A couple notes, like we saw a thread where folks were saying, hey, the original 3 supers that launched with Destiny 11 years ago, happy birthday.
Yeah.
They feel a bit undertuned. And I saw a note where it's like Ward of Dawn, Titan Bubble. That needs to be brought up. Golden Gun. I know Warlocks are getting some abilities changes
Yes,
too.
turrets.
So
Turrets changes coming very soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
and grenades and other things too outside
Yep.
of turrets. So we will have a full list over the coming weeks, and honestly, it may build. We need to get our roadmap together so we know exactly which hot fixes, updates
Good.
they're going to be rolling out in. But yeah, we'll be as transparent as possible with you. So to really end it, and get
Honestly,
into
you
the
should
awesome
always
Ashen Iron
buff
content
things to
later.
make them more useful than nerf.
Thank you again to everybody that's been giving us feedback. Thank you to everybody that's been playing and diving into all the changes. We know some need work, and we're going to be doing that. We've been listening, and now we're getting through the planning stages, and we're executing on a bunch of changes over the next few updates and beyond Renegades. So, Robbie, thank you for joining us. As we're going into Ashen Iron, we got to get the couch full of new devs.
Yep.
So, yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks
Ashen
for having
Iron,
me,
which is
and
stuff
yeah,
that's
we're
coming out in
listening,
like
and
20
we're gonna
minutes.
Keep responding to the feedback, so thank you all so much. And yeah, let's get some more people on the couch. I've been talking too much.
Yeah, you
See
brought
all
up
later.
Vidoc. We have a trailer for Ashen Iron to roll.
Let's do it.
The Conductor's forces are rampant to the Plaguelands.
Is this the same trailer?
We're sending you in to investigate and take action. Be ready for anything.
To the next assault point.
Dive into Dungeon Lars. I'm very excited for the Warsat exotic mission.
Make every shot count, my friend.
Look at the new
It's good to carry a gun.
hop into the brig.
Gun carry you.
Stay in the fight. We're almost home.
I hope that's an exotic. I really do. I really hope that acts as an exotic.
All right, welcome back. In about 20 minutes, the content from that trailer is going live. Let's talk about Ashen Iron. We have a bunch of really cool stuff coming with a new activity called Reclaim. We have a new introductory activity that's going to be giving you some insight into the narrative. We also have an exotic mission coming in October. Team's finishing up on
What?
that. We're super excited for the weapon that's associated with that. And we
Is that
actually have some
out?
updates to recurring events like Iron Banner, Arms Week, Festival of the Lost, and more. So without further ado, hello, welcome
Tisk
to our
tisk.
couch, wonderful developers. Some of
The
you have
exotic
been here
mission
before,
should be
but
out
Noah,
with this
first on the
update.
couch,
It
this is your
should have
first
been.
time.
Yeah, no, I'm
No
super happy to be
excuses.
here.
Yeah, welcome. For folks to learn who you are,
Yeah.
who are you? What do you do? What's your title?
Yeah, my name's Noah Pearson. I'm an associate sandbox designer here at Bungie. While my title is like officially working on the armor team, I do work in exotic armor from time to time, but you find me more commonly working on the seasonal artifacts, so like the one for Heresy, the current one for Season of Reclamation. Both those are mine. But I've also branched out and I've gotten to do a pretty cool exotic weapon in this release as well.
Awesome. Next on the couch, Jerome. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, really quick. Let's get a summary. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Jerome. I'm a narrative lead, so we do the lore, we do the dialogue, we do
We've
the
seen this guy a
cutscenes, and
lot.
We plan the overall story for Destiny 2.
Awesome. Last but not least, Clayton. Welcome
Hey.
back. I believe you were last here for Revenant and Into the Light.
Yep.
Yeah. For folks that may have missed out on those streams, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah, so I'm a design lead here for the activities and events area.
Got a
of
widely
Destiny
shaped
2,
head.
And in the past, I've been an activity designer or feature owner for activities like Onslaught or Coil or Seraph Shield. So it's been really fun getting my hands dirty in different types of activities and bringing those experiences to the players.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So as we're diving through some stuff, we already have gameplay rolling. This is our new activity, Reclaim. But Jerome, let's talk about narrative. How are things kicking off?
For sure. Well, Maya Sundaresh, the conductor, has somewhat overextended herself on Kepler during the events of Edge of Fate. And she foolishly tried to meddle in the affairs of the Nine and essentially assassinated 3 of the 9, which is the 3 of Earth.
3 being a single entity, right?
Yes, exactly. And that's going to have huge knock-on effects for the people of Earth in physics and chemistry, and we'll hear a lot more about that in
Yeah, the god of
for
Earth in
now,
this universe, in a sense, is
Maya is somewhat depleted,
dead.
right? And she is starting to lose control over her collective. She's starting to bleed individuals at the edges of her collective, and those are the pants-wearing, poker-playing Vex that you saw.
Crime. Yeah.
Exactly. And so she needs to reassert control over her collective. And in order to do that, she needs a signal boost to
Crossbow looks sick.
maximize the power of her waning.
So crossbow's not an exotic.
And the best tool for that job is, of course, Golden Age tech. And the best place to find Golden Age tech is in the Vanguard Vault, which is why Ashen Iron begins with a defense of the tower from a smash and grab by Maya's forces, both Vex and conscripted Cabal, which you'll learn more about during the season. But that's going to be a start, but not sufficient for her plans. So she will need a fully functional Warsat network to really expand her reach. And there's only one place where you can find that, and that's in the Plaguelands, which is where most of Ashen Iron takes place.
Awesome. So speaking of the smash and grab, when players first sign in for Ashen Iron, they're going to see a node that they can launch for the introductory mission. It's not auto-launched. You're going to select it, jump in when you're ready. But after that, you'll hop into Reclaim. Those are going to be some new activities. In Clayton, let's get a quick overview. What are players seeing on the screen?
Yeah, so Reclaim is our new 3-player activity. It comes with 3 different variants. It has players, like Jerome was saying, going into the Plaguelands, stopping Maya's forces from taking Golden Age tech and reclaiming those areas.
The area looks really cool.
And so you notice that there's a lack of Fallen, but we, through our ambient combatants and our environmental storytelling, you'll know a little bit more about what has happened there, how Maya's come in and pushed them all out. You'll see some of them trying to fight back to get in because they think that's their land, right? And as a player, you're trying to go in there and play in a similar way that you might find like Overthrow, where we took a lot of inspiration from.
I need to move this a bit
how
so
you
you can
want to
see
fill
it.
that progress bar. Do you want to finish a bunch of encounters that are randomly generated, which adds to a bunch of replayability? You can progress by finding hidden chests or defeating roaming high-value targets. There's collectibles in there as well.
Good.
All
Collectibles are
without
great.
a timer, so you and your fire team can strategize and take their time to go through the area. And then once you've completed the area,
I'm always
unlike Overthrow,
confused with
move to
YouTube
the
Shorts how I
next
should
area
lay things
by
out
way
to
of,
make it so you guys can
ship.
see
And
everything.
you'll see on the screen a little bit.
Stellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was talking to our gameplay folks before this launched, and we talked a bit about there's a bit of
This,
nether
it's
DNA
Pulse
here,
Ri-
where you have your main objectives,
Pulse
and then
Rifle
you
looks
can find
cool.
things throughout the area as well.
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we have Vivian went ham and gave us these quite frankly unbalanced buffs that will have a rare chance of spawning, and you get to choose which one. One example is that if you choose it, you'll just be radiant and what's the other? Radiant and amplified. Thank you. Yeah, just the whole time. So
That's
yeah,
really
have
good.
fun choosing between these crazy buffs and using them to finish the activity.
Awesome. And when we're
Wait,
talking
wait,
about
wait, wait, wait!
collectibles, there's
The
gonna be
axe is
some
an
more
exotic!
collectibles too, correct?
He has it on his
We're
back!
Continuing the
The battle axe is on his back!
the pass forward.
It's an
from,
exotic!
the previous expansion, and those lore drops will.
We're gonna get a new
tell
weapon
you
type?
A lot about what to expect in Renegades, both in the cast and the themes. Though it's not explicit, so they'll have to.
That's cool.
Use a little detective.
That's
work,
really cool.
We hope, but it will give a lot of information about what's to come.
Got it. So these are going to be like the data pads you find.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
the portal.
Exactly.
Awesome. Yeah. So I mean, let's talk about weapons. Let's talk about the loot. And Noah, now it's time for the spotlight to go on you.
The battle axe.
First up, let's talk about the exotic that's going to be in the rewards pass for Ashen
Yeah.
Iron. This is going to be our pulse rifle.
Yeah, so Noon Malpice is going to be our reward pass exotic for this release. Obviously, with the Edge of Fate, we released a rocket frame pulse rifle, Mint Retrograde, that people have really taken to a liking for. And we kind of took a look at that, and we're like, well, what's a cool way to one-up that and +1 it for an exotic? So you may notice from the gameplay that this rocket pulse doesn't just shoot the micro rockets. It shoots sticky bombs. And these will stick onto the environment, they'll stick onto enemies, and when you hold down your special reload button, they'll pop like little firecrackers. And it's really fun to just sort of spray them out across a group of guys, and then you turn around, walk away from them, and click the button, and have them pop all behind you, because cool Guardians don't look at explosions.
So this may say a lot about me as a person, but you can also stick these to your teammates, right?
I guess you'll have to see.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about the next exotic. This is going to be tied to an exotic mission that's coming out in October, and I can already see you kind of getting excited, like Vivian was excited for the crossbows that we added. Let's talk about the Iron Axe.
Yeah, you kept me waiting, huh? Yeah, so the exotic mission, you know, way back with Rise of Iron, like as a player, I remember like the YouTube videos coming out ahead of it of like YouTubers being like, hey, maybe Bungie's gonna give us this axe that's in the marketing, and like obviously didn't come to pass in that release, and like come final shape, Pros got it, and I, much like many people, were like, man, I want that axe.
When's my turn?
Like I want that.
Yeah.
So light
So I
attract
heard that we were gonna be
attacks
doing a little
generate
return to
sword
the
energy,
Plantlands. It was like,
and
I'm
now you
gonna
have a
twist
chance to
whatever
spawn
arms
exceeding
necessary
Quicksilver
to finally get the
nanites
thing that I know I want,
that
and I've seen
heal
other
the
people want
wielder
for
upon
ages.
attacking.
So,
That's
yeah,
cool.
I can confirm that's no relic. That's our new exotic weapon.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think for Clayton and Jerome, since this exotic mission, the team is finishing up the touches and really building this experience. It'll be launching in October. So let's
But it
just
doesn't
give
look
a
as cool as
quick
the other
preview,
one.
No spoilers or no deep spoilers about what's the premise.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Maya wants to expand her reach, and the best way to do that is like the same way
There
you
we
would
go.
with the Wi-Fi in your house. You need expanders, you need routers, right, to boost that signal. And so she is going to be
New
looking to get her hands
weapon
on
type,
Warsat
battle axes.
technology, which is why we'll be working with Saint 14 and Anna Bray throughout the season. Saint 14 is sort of our tactical expert, and then Anna, as with her association of Rasputin, having all the subject matter expertise on Warsats.
Awesome.
And not to get too deep into spoilers, but you will be working with 3 of Kayatol's Scions specialists in the mission. So,
Man, I can't wait. Yeah, October can't come soon enough. So let's come back to day one. I keep checking my watch here. 10 minutes, 11 minutes until launch. We also have a slate of legendary weapons that are going to be coming out. We have some armor sets in the portal that are going to have brand new armor set bonuses, but we also have brand new weapons.
Yeah.
And I know a couple of these things are kind of complementary to exotics.
The axe looks pretty
so
cool.
With Ash and Iron, we as Sandbox were like taking a look at some exotics we wanted to bring up, and we talked about Mida and Sturm getting some updates to bring them up to that modern parity. But like when those weapons came out during
Womp
year one,
womp.
they came with their paired weapons, and like during that time, you know, it made sense, you know, like have 2 primaries. That was what the game was. So when we were taking a look at like bringing them up to modern Sandbox standards, we were like, well, we should probably hit it for the paired weapons as well too. So we took a look at some of our other special archetypes, and we're like, what could we set up for this? So with this release, we've talked about them, I believe, in the TWID, but we are going to have a rocket frame Drang Unfall, and a new like lightweight Mida macro tool shotgun. And both of them have perk pools that kind of key off of being those paired weapons. So like Mida macro tool has Discord and Trench Barrel, and it was really fun to like run that with Mida. Because then you have like, you know, you pop a couple guys to get those like attachments onto Mida, and then you switch and you have Discord proc, and you like slap a guy, and then you just are able to like pump into a bunch of dudes. And it's got the really cool draw animation from Wastelander
cool.
back during 30th anniversary, so you get that cool like cowboy draw. And it's so fun to run
And
around.
Oh, it's a Midas
It
energy.
is our second
archetype.
arc rocket frame sidearm. It's got a pretty big mag size, so instead of volt shot on this one, it has jolting feedback. Which is pretty fun to plug a couple rockets into a guy and have them jolted, and then pop them with like a really powerful Sturm shot.
Awesome. Yeah, and these are going to be added so through the portal. Reclaim is going to be living in the portal in the fire team area, and that's where you're going to earn some of these. We also have Crucible Ops is going to be the source of the shotgun, and then a couple other things
looks
as well
really cool.
that, you'll discover in just a few
The
minutes.
new pulse rifle, I
So
don't
let's
think it's
move
going to be my
on.
thing.
Our last topic of the day is going to be around events, our recurring events. And the first thing that kicks off is actually a new one to celebrate Reclaim. And Clayton, what are we going to be doing today?
yeah, we're launching with New Territories Reclaim. It's a new standard event that will highlight a new activity. And so we do that with our daily challenges, weekly challenges, or it's
There's an
4
arc
weeks. So one
node over
weekly
there,
challenge,
too.
And then it has its own reward track and an event home that you can launch the activity from as well.
Awesome. And then I believe it's next week, we also have Iron Banner coming back.
That's right.
So is that also going to have an event home?
Yes, it'll have event home. Same slew of
Good.
things. Where daily challenges, a weekly challenge. You'll have your reward track.
They're making
campaign
events
coming
more
in there.
important
We have
in the
armor
game,
sets,
and that is a key thing that must happen.
Title and your triumphs as well.
Yeah, I believe we redacted the new set bonuses for Iron Banner, but
I'm a general believer that I think for the
Cool,
2
but
days
fun,
that
so if you get your hands,
Trials
on
of
that app.
Silencer, there should be an
Awesome.
event home
And
for
then
it,
the third event
where
that's going to be
you
coming
get little
is Arms Week.
challenges
Noah,
to get
coming back, the
extra
first one was all centered
either
around
engrams
let's look
or
at hand cannons.
coins or
We
whatever.
have the new shotgun style hand cannon.
Yeah.
And then with this one, it's going to be shotguns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking a look at shotguns this time around. So much like during the prior Arms Week, we will also have a cool slate of shotgun mods this time around. My favorite of which, when the designer who was working on them, Taylor Bjorndal, who was on the stream before, when he was starting to work on them, me and him were sort of bouncing.
This
ideas
shotgun's
back
really
and forth.
powerful.
And I was, I was talking about like old rapid fire frame shotguns when they had like the really fast rate of fire, and I was like, I mean, what if all shotguns shot like that? And he like paused for a minute, and then I got the message, what if they're all just Fourth Horsemen?
Oh, Bjorn, you mad scientist.
It is really entertaining to take a slug shotgun and have it shoot that fast.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of celebration with these volatile mods for hand cannons during that week. So with shotguns, we have the one that's effectively going to be Fourth Horseman everywhere.
Yeah.
But we have
I'm more interested to know what the Halloween event skins are going to be. I really want to know.
Next up on the slate, we have.
I feel like I remember that there were horror themed, like horror killer
themed. We have a preview
themed.
of our armor sets. So these are armor ornament sets.
Yeah.
You voted on these earlier. In the
I
year
want
last
the
year,
Warlock
and,
one so
we had to
badly.
show 'em. They look.
This
awesome.
one looks really cool.
I cannot wait to have those roses on my shoulders.
Warlock.
But with Festival of Lost, we have some new activity content, correct?
That's right. The Headless Ones have broken out of Haunted Lost Sector jail. Because of that, we have new activities. So we have a new PvE 6-player activity called Haunted Altars. And then we have a new PvP activity called Red Rumble. Hocus Focusing is coming back. It's going to be a 2-week-long activity. We have 2 new weapons, Nora Pie's weapon. You'll have your reward track, event home, the whole shebang. I'm very excited. It is very fun to play.
Definitely want the Warlock skin.
Chaos.
Having Slenderman as a skin is really cool.
And then the last on our list, so Jerome, we have a new event called Call to Arms that's going to be coming at the end of Ashen Iron. Can you give us a quick overview?
Sure. We're going to be working with Devram K, who has been holding down the EDZ for the better part of a decade without a ghost, right? Doing it all in one life. And he'll be taking some much-deserved R&R in the tower and being our liaison to the foundries. We have to remember that most of the guns that the Guardian fires are designed and produced in the last city. Of course, we know that they're actually designed and produced here with the Sandbox team.
What do you mean? Cassoid's in-house.
That's right, Mr. Cassoid, right here. So we will be working with Devram to stress test the latest and greatest in gear from the foundries, and the Guardians that can push their gear the furthest and get the most out of it will reap the greatest reward. So there's a competitive aspect to it as well.
Awesome.
So leaderboards?
Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about this competitive aspect, the Call to Arms is going to be a ton of rewards, legendaries, some cosmetics for anyone to earn, but then we have kind of some cosmetics at the top for our hardcore, so to speak, to really earn. And Clayton, I think you were talking about a helmet?
Yeah, we have a helmet ornament. It is fantastic looking. When you equip it, if you're in that top earner, you will have this like tail of flames coming from you. And much like the trial glows, these flames signify that you are a top competitor in this.
So when I load into the tower, I'm going to see this guy with a giant fiery mohawk.
Yeah.
I'm going to know, okay, they were top of Call to Arms.
Impressed and scared at the same time.
But then we have some cosmetics, like I said, for just general players too. Like I believe there's an exotic ornament for the pulse rifle on the reward track, and a bunch of other things to earn too. So
we have daily login rewards as well, and we have vouchers that will actually help set you up for the next season.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thanks for the quick overview. We will definitely have more information in the tweet about this.
The update is out
and,
very
As
soon.
we're going through Ashen Iron, we'll have an update before each of these events to give you a quick a recap of what we've been talking about today. So just to end it up as well, we have a brand new crossbow that's going to be coming in. So our first crossbow was introduced through raids. And this one is going to be through our events. To start, it's going to be a low drop chance from any of the events that we just covered. And then in Call to Arms, you can focus this thing to really hammer on getting those rolls.
Hopefully it's available today. I need a crossbow.
On this? Yeah, so you might have seen it in the gameplay. It's going to be a stasis crossbow. And obviously, with a stasis weapon comes stasis perks. And I'm very happy to say that it does have chill clip, and it in fact does freeze in 2 shots. And oh my god, there's such like a fun play pattern of like you pop a guy twice with it, they freeze, and then if you have serrated bolts, you run up and you pull them out of him, and the serrated bolts do damage and cause him to pop. So you just like put him in a major, and you cause him to explode and hit all the dudes around him. And it was an oddly fun play pattern of just running around and blasting people that I got quite a few giggles out of in playtests.
I can't wait. So again, to say it, today with our new Territories event, you can get this to drop. It will be a low drop chance, but over the course of the rest of the season with each event, more chances, and then Call to Arms, you can focus it along with other gear and really go hard for the role you want.
So they actually added a lot of important
and a
stuff.
Hall foil and Call to Arms as well. So that brings us to the end of our show. So thank you all for joining us on the couch. Thank you all for joining us at home. We hope you enjoyed the Vidoc. The Renegades pre-orders are live now, and as we said at the top of the show, we have some new pre-order incentives that also apply to the Year of Prophecy folks that purchase that edition. A new legendary ship, a new legendary emblem, and then, yeah, in 3 minutes here, we have Ashen Iron launching. So thanks for coming in. Hope you enjoy the rewards. We'll have more details on our quality of life updates over the next few weeks and a roadmap coming soon. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't thank you enough. And if you want to stick around, we're going to be handing off the stream to Mactix. Good friend. He's great at Destiny. Sometimes I do question his PvP prowess, but love the guy. So thanks for joining. Have a good day.
All right. That was the Destiny, that was the Destiny shit. So we're going to minus this, minus that. We're going to load some Destiny up. We're going to mute this. We're going to get our music back up. The Ashen Iron stuff is going to be dropping very soon. I need to get the game sound running as well. There we go. Destiny game sounds are working. And we're gonna get this back to centering. Okay, for YouTube Shorts, it should be all centered. Get my controller. We have 1 minute, so we're gonna wait till it does say that it is out. We're gonna wait 1 more minute. We got 1 minute. Well, less than a minute now, but hopefully soon. Come on. Hit 1 o'clock. I see the time. Hit 1 o'clock. Okay, it's out. What? It already updated. Destiny servers not available. Please check for Destiny 2 updates. Destiny is updated. It's updated. Updated. Yeah, it's updated. So it should be updated. It should be updated. Let me check. It should be good. Manage. So it's updated. There we go. I don't know why there was an update earlier. It's a little weird, but all. Animation looks kind of goofy when he's swinging. Oh, the axe? I mean, it's also early. They're not done developing it yet. That's why they said it's coming in October. But it's all Star Wars themed, so I'm excited to see what that's like. We got 2 minutes for this update. I do think it's going to be a great exotic to have a battle axe. People have been wanting a battle axe or new melee weapons in Destiny for so long. So we've got glaives. Glaives are pretty fun. But honestly, like, we want more heavy melees. Like, we're going to get the lightsabers. We're going to get a battle axe. Shoot, I want a scythe. There was a scythe in the one season, but it wasn't exotic. And it's very upsetting that it was not an exotic because it was so good. We're almost done the update. Wow. Less than a minute left. I'm hoping Ashen Iron is pretty fun. Like, the gameplay elements need to be there for it. I'm excited to see what the Siva are going to be like. If there's any Siva there. Like, they should have some remnants to Siva. Because the Plague Lands were locked off and called the Plague Lands because of the Siva. I don't know why it stops reading at times. It's annoying. We have about 2 gigabytes left. Why is this like it's at half, but there's like a gigabyte and something left? I don't get Epic sometimes when they show the graphs. $4.7. We got 1 more gigabyte left. Something tells me this graph is not accurate at all. It might be. It might be. I don't know. It might be. There's no way it is. Okay. Slowly. Down, let me down, down. Destiny? It said you were running. There we go. So we're gonna look at the event. We're gonna look at the event pass and the season pass first, and then we're gonna move on to actually like playing the content. I like the song. Run me down slowly. Down slowly. Okay. I love having a blank screen. There we go. Down slowly. Vehicle controls have been updated. Jump button is now always a jump button for vehicles that are able to interact with the okay. New territories reclamation is here. Open portal. So new territories. Seasonal hub. Quite the same. Reward pass. Why don't I have the reward pass? I've got the Year of the Prophecy edition. I should have had all the reward passes. So fires enable themselves to target press detonate. Detonate a large amount of rounds, enable the target to be suspended. Okay. Okay. Only. Let's see what the cosmetic set is. This okay, it's very Warsat themed. It's very worth having. So I have to get to 100 to get it for free, but I should have the pass. I understand why I don't have it. It is what it is. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe it's like there's a code or something I have to use. But I have the Year of the Prophecy. Got little ears. Free item. This is kind of a cool set. Makes you look all taken. Ooh. New shaders. Loyal scales. Okay, that looks pretty cool. That's not bad. We got a queen. It's all green. I'm not a fan of that. That's very shiny. Oh, and it changes colors. That's cool. There's a new cosmetic set that I need to get, but let's see, Bright Dust. So, I don't really like the skin. It's not my favorite. That's a very Star Wars-y. Not bad. Bright Dust shop kind of meh. So the event has a grenade launcher in it. It is a wave frame, so this is the one we're looking at. Ooh, it comes with its own mods. Liberation is void, so that's the one we're looking at. And then it's a rocket launcher. It is an aggressive frame rocket launcher that looks kind of... This is the holofoil? I'm not a fan of this holofoil. Okay. Reclaim. So there's a bunch of different reclaims. I'd much rather the basic version of this one. I don't really like the holofoil. Do I have stuff from my previous? No, okay, because resets. Okay. So if we go to Pinnacle Ops, we have Dungeon Lairs are here. New exotic mission is here. No Avalon. Presage, an exotic mission is now in here too. Starcross Cal Falls is more exotic mission stuff. Why say I don't have Shadowkeep either? Plus, this should be unlocked for everybody because it's supposed to be free, a part of the thing. Weird. Any new solo ops? K1 Caldera, Salt Mines, new fire team, Reclamation, Fallen Saber, Midtown, Cabal Watch, Conductor's Keep, Battleground Core, Hypernet missions here now, inside Terminus. So they've added more to this. It's good. Crucible, not really new, so if we go to Tower, we have Ash and Iron initiated. Can I increase this? No. Okay, we're gonna go right into it. I got the best build I can on right now. Is there new lore books? Maybe. Oh,
Coral Vex.
What the hell? I just spawned!
They're taking salvaged FOTC tech.
What? They're already
I
in
just
the town.
spawned!
Only Nightwatch available to respond.
I'm afraid that's correct. Maya's tactics are evolving. I'm in the EDZ now, investigating a lead that might explain things. But I'll need you to defend the tower while I get some answers.
Robbed. Can I interact with this? No. Those aren't meant to be killed. Those, I think, are just,
Those
Fire
Vex are
Sprite.
tossing our caches onto multiple transmat routes out of the city.
Golden Age salvage?
I don't have to go up. I was just following the path that it had provided me. Damn. Where is this other guy? Right here. Destroy. Oh, they're outside the map. Boop, boop. I gotta destroy this one then. I thought I'd be able to get him in time. But I had not. There's no.
With Rasputin gone, scout teams have been searching for artifacts to reinforce city defenses. I've been collecting Warmind hardware, pointing it at gaps in our security. We should.
Haha, you didn't steal that one, bitch. I didn't get one. Find my way to the hangar. On my way. Oh, this area's open. Oh, they're using this old thing. Where do I go? I forget where this goes. Oh, up. They're using this old path. They're actually utilizing the tower areas. Now, where am I going from here? This way? No. Did I come from this way or did I come from this way? It came up. So this way, then this way.
They completely blindsided us. Warsat surveillance is gone, but how did they get this far without an alert?
Maya Cinder detects as our guardian or whatever here. It's not guardian, but she was one of ours for a while.
It's a swarm unit. Make every shot count, my friend.
Can I get both of them? Beautiful.
I doubt this is over. I checked the caches. The Vex were stealing Warmind tech from us.
Stop! Can I go back the way I came? Hopefully I can. Yes, my army, go! Where am I going now?
This unit has a call sign dating back to the Red War. Gaul's elite. They were here the day the tower fell.
They're wearing devices. The yoke of control. Maya Sundresh, the conductor, controls this legion.
That's impossible. Something isn't right.
Vex working in coordination with the Red Legion. Maya's influence grows with the day.
Yeah.
She has access to the entire Vex network. She must have found another timeline where the Red Legion are still around and yanked them into ours.
That son of a bitch. You know, can the Guardian have one day off? Oh, okay, I hit that so many times. Abilities family. There we go.
Good work. I knew the city could count on you.
This was just
The
a
city
snap
counts
shot.
on me too much.
What is Maya looking for?
They want what the Conductor has always wanted. To usher a new golden age of her own design. Now with the Legion and the Vex. I'm no friend of the Red Legion, though I pity them to come under Maya's thrall.
And the assassin and this is not a bad combo. Solar? Oh, shit. It's weird to have a mission in the tower. Watch the breath away. Peek. Just need an archive from the past. I do want to see what that is all about. Where is it? How much is past season? That's what I want to check. I'll just tell you. I just want one more cup of coffee. I don't want to get rid of that, so I want to put that in my vault. I'm not too much of a fan of this weapon, so we're gonna... I want to see what stuff I can claim from the past season. Things we should fuck. Different prologues. I do want the set. The set looks really cool. I'm sure with shaders it looks pretty cool too, especially the shader. We got taken bard. Nothing given. Not bad. Stay for one more cup of coffee. This is a cool pack too. Sticking different and everyone likes you. I do want to try out the new like Mina multi-tool with the Mina Mina tool and Stern and Zig. I do want to see how that plays out with each other. So you can't get that. So there's only 3 weapons realistically. The height impact ramp. It's not bad. How does it look? Oh, I can't put a shader on it. It takes so long to get to the tower. Holy shit. Takes so long to get to the tower. I swear to God. Swear to God. They're all going to their things to claim their shits. What was it you pass? Yes, 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 yes. You like all your Shadow Keep? So I can get the Wither Horde thing. Okay, so you can get the sets, or you can buy the whole thing for 60. That doesn't seem right. I don't own this one, so I have to buy this one, but honestly, there's nothing in here I'd probably get. Same thing here. Same thing here. Beef. I can claim these for free. They're all ornaments. Oh my god, my controller just is so bad these days. What am I missing? Oh, that. Got all these. I can get the ghost shell. I can get the armor sets. I don't want really the armor sets in that one. This is an armor set I do want, so I have to come in and claim those. Do I really? Oh yeah, this is the Manticore skin I wanted. I didn't get. Might as well claim these. Yep. I don't really want this set, but I do want the skin. I do want the skin. This is a set I do want as well. This is a cool set, so I do want the set. That's an emote I want too. So there's a few things I do want here, like the Grand Overture thing. I don't really care for the set. It is what it is. Claim these. This is something I want too. We're gonna grab this. Was this the one I wanted, or I know there's another one? Yeah, it's the one I wanted. I also wanted the shell. So I can get this as well, it's something I wanted as well. This is another set I really wanted too. It's from Season of the Deep.
Fire is the Archivist's one true enemy. So
I don't want that really. I do want the Centrifuge Skinner. Do you want the set though? This is another set I do want. I already got all the Heresy. This is another thing I want as well. The skin is... yeah, I want the skin too. So this is another set that I want. Oh, sweet. I got the whole set here. Beautiful. I got the skin for the old bond, so it's good. There's the thing that's still you get here. Okay. You can do exchanges too. So you can't get anything past Shadowkeep because that's when the season started. Oh, Uphill joined me. Hey, Uphill, should we switch to Discord? take my breath away. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. There we go. Hello. I'm kind of upset that they're making us wait. We have to wait for the, yeah. It's really cool. I can hear myself. I think I can hear myself through your mic. It's very loud. Nice. Oh, that's better. But yeah, it's very, like, a lot of stuff is really, really... Oh god, there go a lot again. You can always use your controller as a mic and put a headset in.
Let's see what we've got for each other.
You just plug in a headset and it should automatic. I believe it's in controller. I believe it's controller settings. Yeah. I'm not on PlayStation, so I'm not sure. I do assume that it might be I mean, if you click the pause button, you know, you can change your mics and audios. You can choose your controller.
Tell your clanmates I said hi. Catch you later.
Sorry.
Yeah, it should default to that. Oh, okay. You have a headset plugged in? So how am I hearing myself? Is it coming out of your control? No. I don't mind hearing myself, but it's loud.
Hello again.
I do like the drifters taking a front hold.
Gambit's always looking for guardians. You in?
Shut up, Drifter. Who's playing Gambit?
Be safe out there, brother.
Can I talk to you? Yeah. Okay, I think I'm done at the tower. I just went through the whole prologue stuff. Devron's not here yet. That's coming at the end of the season. Reclamation and stuff like that. Yes. I already did the initiative. Do you need to do the initiative thing? Oh, okay, we need to do the initiative. I don't know how to relaunch that. I just did it. Yeah. Oh, we need to go to Earth as well for the, speak to Devron as well. But here, I'll promote you for that. For you can do the introductory. There's a lot of new fire team stuff. I mean, they made it a lot worth it to, actually run fire team ops and pinnacle ops. No, they drop higher tier stuff now. So I thought all the dungeon layers were supposed to be free. That's what they said. It's even on their roadmap. And yeah. Yeah. And so, beneath the Necropolis, it's, requires Shadowkeep. It's the only DLC I don't have. And it's like, what the fuck? I have it on PlayStation. But it's supposed to be free. All dungeon layers are supposed to be free. Also, supposedly, so when it says you have the Year of the Prophecy, you're supposed to get all the season passes. Yeah, we don't have to run there. That's weird. It's just probably, but so barely having Year of the Prophecy, you get all the season passes, but I don't have this one. The season pass, when you go to the reward pass. When you have the Year of Prophecy, it says includes all, So I'm confused. I mean, they're probably going through a lot of bugs with that much stuff. Yeah. That I think it's going to be absolute rubbish. I'm not going to lie to you. Just because... Yeah. I mean, I want the new, aerial denial frame because it shoots shotgun spread this time. And it's void. Yeah. I wish the poison you can change the color on necrotic grips with shaders, but you can't. Yeah, that's all I want. I've just been playing a lot of Destiny Rising. It's so good. It's everything I want Destiny 2 to be. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a good, stream. It's a good, announcement stream. There's like always, every week there's gonna be something to do in Destiny now, so it's great. And then I also like the, Renegades. Yeah, I was streaming, I'm still streaming. But, disappear with that. You're gonna disappear with that.
Coral Vex, more of Maya's goons.
Like, I do like
They're
having
taking
an
salvage
event
FOTC
basically every
tech.
week.
What? You're already in the tower. Only Nightwatch available to respond.
I'm afraid that's correct. Maya's tactics are evolving. I'm in the EDZ now, investigating a lead that might explain things.
And honestly, Might of Multitool and
transmat
Stern
routes out of the city.
should be like
Golden Age
absolutely
salvage.
busted now. Just by the changes they made. I might have to run that, lucky. Oh yeah. And there's upgrades to craftable exotic. I'm excited for that. There honestly needs to be more craftable weapons in this game because there hasn't been a lot in like, I want to say almost a year or two. But I still think they should add, like, say they drop 4 weapons per playlist every major update. I feel like one of those weapons should be craftable, in my
With
opinion.
Rasputin gone, scout
Because then
teams
it's
have
not
been
a
searching
lot,
for
but you still
artifacts
get
to reinforce
one.
city defenses. I've been
Because
collecting
I have
Warmind
so many
hardware,
of the
pointing at gaps in our
materials
security.
for it.
We should
and
have been
just
able to
think
see
they're
this
used
coming.
for it. I know. I feel like they should do more things in the tower like this. Where are you going? You should know the path. I know, when I was going, yeah, for Izanagi's. Is what the
They
future wall
completely
call used to be
blindsided
up there.
us. Warsat surveillance is gone, but how did they get this far without an alert?
It's a swarm unit. Make every shot
Yeah,
count,
I just
my friend.
really wish they added more uses in the tower. I feel like having things in the tower is always like so cool. Yeah, I do like that the one of the 3 modes coming with Renegades is an extraction shooter. I feel like Destiny is perfect for that. Not gonna lie to you, guarantee it. They're doing that to test stuff for Marathon.
I doubt this is over. I checked the caches. The Vex were stealing Warmind tech from us.
Yeah, they also robbed Xur. I've been playing a lot of Destiny Rise. It's so much better than Destiny 2. I'm not gonna lie to you. Honestly, wish they would take a note. I've been playing it on PC. I'm not sure. Why are we playing it, huh?
This unit has a call sign
He's
dating
like,
back to the Red
why haven't we
War.
played Destiny
Gauls
Rising together?
Elite. They were here the day the
The
tower
raid's
fell.
awesome.
They're wearing devices. The yoke of control.
It's so
Maya
good.
Sundaresh, the conductor, controls this legion.
That's impossible. Something isn't right.
So the gacha, I think, is very understandable in that game because it's not very hard to get materials to do the gacha. Like
Vex working in coordination with the Red Legion. Maya's influence grows with the day.
She has access to the entire Vex network. She must
I
have
always,
found another timeline where the
Destiny
Red
Rising,
Legion
a
are
lot of people
still
I've been
around
playing with, I
and
tell
yank
them, just
into
get the
ours.
battle pass because you get so much pulls from the battle pass for like $6.99. Not yet. No, Thursday. No, this week Thursday. That's when we get the Ahamkara people. The curse of the Ahamkaras. Oh, you haven't completed the story. It gets so much. You get a lot of information on what Ahamkara is doing, how they affect humanity. It's so good. And
Good
that
work.
every wish
I
has
knew the city
a
could count on
equal
you.
opposite reaction.
This was just a smash and grab. What is Maya looking for?
They want what the conductor has always wanted.
So I
Usher a
think
new
Maya
golden age
Sundaresh
of her own
is going to be the main
now
villain
with the Legion and the Vex. I'm no friend
of
the
this
Red
whole
Legion,
prophecy.
though I pity them to come under Maya's thrall.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you get real quick progression. And you get double the progression in critical and fire-ups. I mean, I've been realistically just playing Division 2, Destiny 2, Destiny Rising. Borderlands comes out. I don't think I'm gonna get Borderlands. I want Borderlands, but there's so much shit happening in Division D2 and Destiny Rising. It's like, yeah, Space Marines. Yeah. I have it on PC. I love it. It's just, there's so much happening. It's like, I was so close to pre-ordering Borderlands. And then, all of a sudden, it's like, oh well, we're gonna drop a lot of content. They also changed, they didn't mention this in the stream, but Lost Sectors now get portal loot. It counts as solo ops, but they're not in the solo ops. So I don't know why they didn't mention that. They didn't mention it. It's not in the TWAB, it's not on the roadmap, it's not on anything. But it does. Devron. I really want this crossbow. I need it for my build I want to do first. ISIS. Oh, you can just go thing now, yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of characters I think they're gonna be bringing to the front fold because Zavala is not a contender no more. What? Oh. Yeah. We're getting basically Helldiver and Extraction Shooter, and we're getting another new mode. I was like, shit, they're really pumping out stuff for, But on their Twilight release right after, it's not the Gambit rework. There's still a Gambit rework coming out in, halfway through, Renegades. I thought it was too. It's like, cool, we're getting a new Gambit mode. And then that wasn't that's not a Gambit thing, it's just going to be a separate mode, but the Gambit's still getting its full-fledged thing, and I'm happy we're getting Vault Space. Oh, that's new. I want to get that cosmetic set because it makes you look like a Taken. I mean, it's not helping the rumors that we're getting a Taken. Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good mix.
Come
but,
now. Speak your mind.
Oh, you can look at the event rewards here, too.
It's out there.
Successfully clear all 4 areas. Now we have to do reclamation. But, I do like, the battle axe, and with them having a Taken set now added, it's not helping the rumors that next year we're going to be getting a Taken stuff in Prismatic. Not going to happen. I believe we're going to get hints towards Siva in this, because they did say that they have been pushed back due to Maya Sunderich. So, which explains why we're not going to see them when we do reclamation stuff. But it is confirming that there are still a small faction of them. And obviously, she wants to break into... Oh, he walked away. Is he back? Whee! I didn't put on my Civic drip for this. I think that makes more sense with it than what I had out before. Do I prefer this over the actual? So my theory for the story is I think because Maya said her wants to break into the vault, which is where we locked Siva in, I think by the end of the story, she's going to release Siva. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was looking through the shop when I first started it. We gotta complete the 4 reclamations. You can launch a new season tab. Is there a title attached to this? No, there's no title. I thought there'd be a title attached to the whole thing. Yeah, for Ash and Iron. So seasonal event, and then you go down and you'll see Cabal Watch. I have no bonuses. I'm 300. Battle Axe looks cool. We finally getting a new melee type for heavies. We're getting two, a saber and a thing. And a battle axe. I'm hoping they remove Avant-Garde soon, because Avant-Garde is like the worst modifier I've ever fucking had the privilege of playing with.
Don't be shy. I don't bite. What was that? They haven't beaten us down yet. Let's get out there.
The drip needs a little work. Those pants do not go with that cloak. Or helmet. Oh yeah.
You can hear that too, right?
I also like that you can now replay
Standing
Conquest.
invitation for you at the house. Mark's offered to cook.
They also added more. I am using Thorn, Psycho Pump, and Boomsling. What do you mean type? I'm using Arc, Kinetic,
I'm all right now.
Hand Cannon, Grenade
feeling
Launcher, Linear.
Here we are.
They also didn't mention.
Hope to find out here. Nowhere is safe for them now.
Touche now. They didn't mention this either. There's 2 new rows in the artifact.
I think I'll give Hawthorne a call. It'll be good to hear from him.
Energy acceleration. Sustained damage with micro missiles cause the combatant to emit a kinetic shockwave that damages nearby combatants. They really want you to use Quicksilver Storm and Rocket Sidearms.
Nowhere is safe for them now.
Picking up ammo break gives kinetic weapons increased damage for a short duration. Ooh. Sure. While wielding a sword, you take decreased damage.
Eyes open.
There's a few new kinetic slot things that are kind of cool.
What to the Fallen hope to find out here. Nowhere is safe for them now.
The 2 new artifact rows actually got some pretty good mods for kinetic weapons. I think I might utilize Lightforged Lead, the micro missiles, and that fresh bullet smell. Yeah. I'm hoping to get the new crossbow. I know they said it's a small drop chance, but I'm sure it's not that small. It's clearly attainable.
The Hidden report that Vex and Cabal are coordinating troop movements in the operation zone.
An act of desperation on Maya's part. She overreached the limits of the Echo's power by meddling with the Nine. She's desperately searching for something new to make her delusions a reality.
Oh damn, they're doing well. Hacking this one. Yeah, I know Emma was part of this mode. The second one. Now they respawn over here. Yeah. Kurt's got a big, nice, they also have limited revives.
Better in your hands than the conductors.
Are there any champions? They're shielded. You're just clearing out the single area. People. They just dropped it randomly. Why could I slide right there? What the hell? I don't think they're passable because it's a battery charge. Those aren't passable normally. Oh my god. No. Do that yet. I hit the both same time, both times, they're grouped out. No.
That's pure Golden Age vintage. We don't make them like that anymore.
Oh, can you grab them? Oh, you can grab one. There are no more things spawning in place. No, the thing's over here now. Is that filling it? No, then maybe we gotta go this way. Yeah, there's people over here. Gotta love poison.
You've done it, Guardian. Ready to exfil on your command.
Can we explore? I know they said there's secrets around the place. There's a ghost symbol thing over here. I'm at the front door. Yeah. There's a ghost. There's a scion looking at the Siva pillar. Maya Rush, where is she now? Come speak to me if time will allow. Maya searches across the desert plain. A hidden facility come into view. Darkness shuffle changing every time she takes a step. She could be here, but she is not. Warsat materials are her last shot. Man speaks in riddles. There's also a material here. Investigate right here. Oh. That would have been useful. It was just like a, there's another one over here. I don't know. There's another one of them over here. Oh god, I was standing up here. He's not talkable. They're all staring at the Siva stuff. I don't want to have to fight these dudes. Oh, there's a chest down here. There's another collect loot thing here. I actually got a thing from this chest. I think it's dependent. I think it's random. There's another chest up here. Okay. I'm ready to move to the next area. there's an investigate thing here. And there's a Siva guy here too. On the ground. Objective.
Somebody left you a gift. 100 tons of heavy armor. Very sexy.
Ooh, there's a mech somewhere. I didn't think it was going to be too powerful. But it's more mobile, so probably how they balanced it. Goddamn guy is annoying me. What, sorry? Yeah. You go by yourself? It's too dangerous over there for me to go all the way over there. It says it's in the bottom corner.
Better in your hands than the conductors.
I can come get you now. There's something in the room behind us over there. Got 2 markers. Let's back up here. Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna get over here. Oh, fuck! These three minutes I spawn. I'm getting the low level stuff, Bungie, but I happen to usually balance everything. I'm 300. I should be getting 301, 302, 303 loot. Now with the changes, you now get above level stuff guaranteed as your drops. Whoa! Why he's facing you, but I got all the brunt of that attack. And more Minotaur spawn. Fucking Minotaurs. I can run. You can run. Yeah. I think it's spinning. It's confused. I mean, if you didn't just probably keep them get me better, because they're just gonna wreck your shit. There's too much ads in here. They're not gonna actually kill the tank, it looks like. The tank's health is not going down anymore. Pop it. Sure. Luckily, I have Devour.
Collect what you can before leaving.
That's pure Golden Age vintage. We don't make them like that anymore.
Physics. Now time to explore around. Okay, we don't got time to fully explore. I'm gonna talk to this guy over here at the ghost though. No, because there's another area. You see how it's each area has a different zone thing. I didn't even read that. I'll read that back later. Different zones. Ready? I think each area has 4 zones. What? Did you spawn dead too? Oh, you don't have to wait out this timer. Because I don't want to lose any activity bonuses that we have. Because each one we complete is a thing. Bungie. It's all backed. Yeah, oh, we spawned outside an area. You notice how this is not a Siva area? Yeah, I think this is the loaded assets because it's. If you scroll over, you'll see a lot of enemies standing still, T-posing. I think this is where all the loaded assets would be are saved. I'm waiting at this timer so I don't lose out on a. Like, Bungie. Like, can I leave and rejoin and maybe I can save this? Yeah, I'm going to add this. Yeah. I can't. Well, okay, fuck off, game. I can't rejoin. Fire team is disabled. Bungie. I don't think so because you see the reward grid at the bottom. Oh. I got no progression for my thing. It says it takes 10 to 15 minutes to complete. Yeah. Why is the modifiers giving so less? Did you notice that the modifiers provide such less now? I do with threads and shrouds. Let's see what I have to do to get this thing fully cracked out. I can't even hit gold. You can't even get the gold. You can only get tier 1s for the new territory stuff. It's kind of poo-poo. No, it says that for the base reward, but then you look at the territory, it's like... Yeah. Oh shit, I should have waited. So then I'm gonna have to complete that again. That's stupid. Dude. Let's see if there's if they tweeted about this. Let's see, Destiny. No one's mentioned this. Yeah. We should stick together, cause we lost a few lives just trying to separate. Oh, there's a new perk. A great charge. This weapon deals more damage for each elemental buff applied to a target. Damage bonus increase. Yeah, so you can only get tier 1s. Are wonders that are waiting. You and I, at top of the world tonight.
Seems that Maya's using her new Red Legion troops to scour for caches of inert Siva.
There's an awful lot of hardware out there, both tech and vehicles.
Cleared an area.
I do love rolling in a tank. The nearest thing a mortal can do to experiencing the power of a light bearer.
I mean, I run freeze myself on my poison build. So you can get tier free engrams from thing. There's no seasonal missions. If you go to your reward pass, there's no season missions.
The Hidden report that Vex and Cabal are coordinating troop movements in the operation zone.
An act of desperation on Maya's part. She overreached the limits of the Echo's power by meddling with the Nine. She's desperately searching for something new to make her delusions a reality.
I mean, I'd like to find one of those things to get ammunition chest. We were playing on contest mode. That's what it was. No range is visible. The benefit of running Thorn is literally it counts for both buttons and things. Revive is each time we can claim on those chests. We just got another revive. I got one of them within that first mission. That was actually a really good roll. Fought until after he killed this guy. Might be different things for things. Oh yeah. There was that many last time too. I'm just able to clear really fast. What the hell is breaking his shield? I threw another one at him. Is there like 4 of them to break his shield? His shield's down.
We have other sectors to clear. Cache secured. Good work.
I'm going to grab this thing over here to get ammo. I'm gonna be quick with it. There's one over here, I believe, last time. No, it wasn't him. Okay, in here, I swear there's one. Nope, not in there. Where are you? Up there? Okay. That's fine. Heavy's better than nothing. Yeah, is there a thing down here? Yeah, there's a chest down here that dropped his ammo too. Oh! I mean, there's another one right here. There we go. Oh, I got open fallen chest and a reclamation. I got a triumph completed. Bruce. No, I have to go individually. Cool, so there's different activities in here, because this was not almost as hard as last time. There's also an ammo thing over here, so don't be afraid to use any ammo. Oh my god, I got wrecked. Yeah, unfortunately. Spotting the thing for ammo over here, by the way. I needed it out.
Golden Age vintage. We don't make them like that
it's
anymore.
Not a tank. It's not a tank. Nope. Yeah, the tank was there instantly when I was out. Never mind. Yeah, I'm running poison though. It's allowing me to clear things so quickly. Yeah, I feel like I had too much love. I need to prioritize others. Maya's retribution. I was behind so much cover. Damn. I got splash damage through the thing. You sure? Nah, let's continue with this different. I feel like we can do it. I'm fine with my damage reduction and stuff, but that fucking rocket hit me from through a thing. Where's the triumphs? Where's the triumphs? I got a triumph, but I don't see where to claim it. Bungie, your shit is still broken. Cause I see where it says triumphs, which needs a reclamation. I click it, and then it's just like a bunch of other things like the Moon, Game City, Nessus, Kepler, Lifetime. Oh, I found where seasonal challenges are now. Nope. We are in Discord if you feel like hearing our voices. Shibs. Let's switch to Minis Gang. You're in Minis Gang, right? It's fine. They're cool. If not, we can move back after. You know I love hearing your voice. You know I love hearing your voice. When I gagged you, I was hoping you would stay that way. Oh, it sounds very unfortunate. Sarcasm there. Very sarcastic. Where's uphill? Uphill. Be faster. Oh, there you go. Hey. Hey. I talk to myself all the time. Yeah. It's uphill. You can't help it. You can't help it. It's not. I want to get up and slap you across the face. Do you want front hand or backhand? Okay. I can get that to work. Oh. Take me down to the paradise city where the girls aren't cheap, the girls are pretty.
Aerial reconnaissance shows that Maya has consolidated their hold over the area. Let's begin chipping away, shall we?
Let's go the other way.
Stay on the move. And if you hear Maya's voice, run.
Why isn't my poison spreading to enemies? Yes, it is. Necrotic grip. There ain't no levels. Oh no, he's taking us with him. I get so much overpowered from doing my god, my gosh. Me and Uphill can go back to our other chat. I said they would be fine. They'll deal with it. Oh. Also, to be fair, there's a mute button for a reason. No, not you. You can mute him. Is there an echo in here? No, it's gone. Nope, nope,
That
nope.
looks complicated. I hope I don't
Which
have to
one's the
ask for
echo?
help.
Lex is talking. TikTok? See? You can figure it out without us leaving. It's a magical thing. Right, here we go. Where are the sea lions, girl? Hey, I have you on my favorites list. I'll know. Oh no. Fine, then I won't help but you stuck on punch. Yeah, you gotta rely on someone else. I did say look at the hits because you were literally doing the opposite thing. Fair point. Fair point. You say remarkable? Nah, he's a feeder. Even if it was burnt, you'd be like, eat it. It's the ball situation all over.
We have other sectors to clear. Very fancy. Rahul will love it.
Oh, she will. She'll take it clean off. Fast and good in the same sentence. Impossible! Oh, likely to fan. Guardian down? Oh, fuck me, bud. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Uphill, oh, you're left. Okay, I'm gonna hack this thing, and then I'm gonna grab the ammo beside it, because I need it. Aaron, are you ordering food? Beautiful. Meow.
Cache secured. Good work.
No tank up here, so we're good. You also want the Dr. Pepper as well. Square, diamond, diamond. Why did you shoot them? We don't even have the code. You just did. Nah, you gotta buy some Tony's chocolate, melt it down, and make a hot chocolate. It sounds like you, probably. It is a drink. Diamonds, where's diamond? Hot chocolate is, which is just chocolate melted down with milk. And warm. I did say melted down, to be fair. It can be a drink. Diamonds. Same thing. Diamond. Thing. Backpack. Awesome. Wow, imagine not playing New World. I was telling Jared, imagine not playing New World. I'm gonna die! Where are you? I'm out! I'm playing Destiny. I literally just got up there and I got one fucking tap. Oh. Uphill, you can mute him or lower him. Mute. Oh my, this guy's not leaving me alone. You said I let on the robot. I can't help it. There's so many wyverns, holy shit. Diamond, pyramid, square. Oh! I don't make movies. Okay. Diamond. I don't know. Probably not. I'm gonna be playing games with somebody else. I'm gonna be playing games with somebody else tonight. Wow, we're protective parents. We're spending too much time on this stupid. This one's the most annoying. It's like non-stop. We need to get them right. Yeah, there's a new update. Friday, so I play it when the new update comes out. Okay. Diamond, square, triangle. Diamond. I'm not going to be playing Destiny tonight. I'm going to play another thing tonight. Now on Friday, I'm going to the drive-ins to watch Conjuring and Weapons. We could still watch it before then. We can still watch it before then. Okay. We need triangle, diamond, diamond. Oh my god. I did. Triangle, leave triangle first. Where's the triangle? Oh yeah, absolutely. There we fucking go. It's so good. There was an owl in it. It played a very major role too. It might have been easier to just go for the bosses. Okay. Square, dot, triangle, square. Which triangle? Tell me that's the last one. Thank God.
Very good. Stay one step ahead of Maya. Golden Age tech collected.
Oh my God. Where's the objective over here? Hit, please. Wow. This activity's actually challenging. Way to go, Bungie. Finally made hard activities. I know, it's very rare. We have 7 roses, sir. Oh, that was so
Pure
dumb.
Golden Age vintage. We don't make them like that anymore.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Ignore these people. I'm just taking this guy's fire so you don't get shot while you're on that point. Ooh, watch me, watch me, watch me. Ooh, watch me. Oh, 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 Cyclone, Cyclone, stop me. Oh, I threw that too far. Yep. Oh, 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 oh. No! There's activity. Oh, oh, sweet. One last one. I gotta hide. Get on that point if you can. A super would be very nice right now. Everything's too close for me to use my super abilities. Drinking.
Other sectors to clear.
Oh, that looks complicated. I hope I don't have to ask Clovis for help.
Enemy Gaffer spotted. Shut them down and get out of there.
Oh. Oh, we're on Boston. I don't want to pop my super until phase 2. Shit, you notice that? Diamond, triangle, okay. Diamond, triangle, diamond, square. And triangle. Okay. Diamond, triangle, square, square. Okay. Square, square. Diamond. Okay. Boss is spawning in. What? Finally, holy goddamn lord. If it tells me to go to another goddamn zone, I'm gonna tell it no. No.
I can't believe the rumors are true. Siva really is done for. That opens this whole region
Ooh, I
for
got tier
resettlement.
4.
It's clearly still too hot for that. Maya's forces roaming around and whatnot. But long
Ooh,
term,
heal clip,
this could be quite
incandescent,
habitable.
envious
Lots of
assassin, master of
infrastructure still
arms.
standing.
Beautiful little
Plenty of
dog one
salvage.
almost.
I bet the House of Light would love this place.
Might moth mini tool. Okay, now we gotta go talk to Goblin. Ooh. Ambitious Assassins and Bipod? Wait a minute. That might be a good roll. Because one gives me lets me overstock, and the other one gives me bonus rounds. That might actually be good. Ooh. Oh yeah. I got the rocket launcher. Gotta put that out. Whew. Maybe that's where the money disappeared from. They charged you for it.
Be careful out there. A good choice.
Oh. Alright, I want to thank everybody for watching the stream. I'll see y'all later. We're continuing playing this, but I'm going to end the stream here. So y'all have enjoy and